Hello, welcome back, everybody. We've got Egnards once again. Lovely, lovely gentleman here. We're talking about Datacrons, shard shop currency, and bronziums. Whether you should be saving it, burning it, doing all sorts with it. There's a lot of choices. We're going to go through it. We're going to have a laugh with it. We have both had data over the years. We've both pulled data over the years, but I'll let you talk about the first bit of data that you've got. We've got the little bit of data I've got in front as well.
Yeah, I mean, so it was funny because you messaged me a couple of days ago about this, and you kept alluding to data, right? And you were like, "Oh, I'm
Yeah.
collecting data, collecting data, collecting data." I didn't know what you were collecting data for. And then you started talking about bronziums. I was like, "Wait a second, I did this 5 years ago
Yeah.
on Reddit, and I pulled it together." I sent you, I believe, the data sheet, or I at least sent you the conversion that I got. And I'm
Yes.
going off the top of my head because this sheet I pulled up for you and got on my phone. I don't have it pulled up on my computer. I believe it's 0.046. Is that correct?
Point zero. So this one is 0.046. It worked out at.
Yes.
Your one you put was 0.26 or 27. So yours was a little bit higher than just double, which is
Yes. Okay. So
yeah,
for the people who are confused that our numbers are so completely different, I did my study before the doubling and things change, so the appearance rate doubles, and so we're looking at like a point zero 0.02 to a point zero 0.042 to a point zero 0.046. And again, I know people are confused by that. They're like, what the hell are they talking about? It's basically how much shard shop currency you can expect to get for each bronzium or ally point that you convert, right? So
yeah,
doing your bronzium. So for every one ally point you convert, you get between 0.042 and 0.046 currency. And that's something that we've done over a very, very, very long time. And, we're obviously not dealing with numbers as small as one. In your case, on your screen right now, you have 8,000 ally points available to you. In
yeah.
my case, I generally do like 250 to 500,000 converted at once, and you get like 15 to 25,000 points.
Yeah. So I even you did my own. So I did my own only a couple of days ago. I got over 8,000 because of the anniversary event and everything. I am currently trying to keep around 8,000. But
Mhm.
right now, I don't see ally points as a use for anything. People are saying, oh, but save 100k to get your datacrons. And it's like, before I actually looked at the data fully, I would have been saying the same. If you
Yeah.
are somebody not too interested in shard shot, I would have said the same. Looking at the data now, it works out that you, by converting the 400 that you would have saved, so it takes 400 pack openings to have one datacron.
Which is
On the
insane.
average, on the average, you're going to get 1.5 datacrons worth of shard shop currency. It's that instant moment of why would you be buying them here? I would honestly be buying them with Shard Shop if you are. But the other part
Yeah.
of this is you go to Shard Shop, and if you're not interested in Datacrons, Egnards isn't, there's all your finisher pieces. All of them.
And you need them, and like you look at your account, and you have very little, and our accounts are in
Yeah.
different places. So you're doing more active upgrading than I am. But even where I am in the game at 12.3 million and having a horde of 400 to 500 of each of those pieces, I look at my G12 characters and I go, oh, this could be gone tomorrow. Between all of the new characters coming out, I am constantly, constantly, constantly using this shop. And Datacrons are great. It's not that I don't use them at all. I do have like 7 to 10 of them on my account now for the newest the newest set that we have. But when you take into account like GAC and you take into account TW and you take into account the win rates, you're not really advancing your account by using your Datacrons, in that way.
Yeah. So the way I see Datacrons is they give you a chance to punch up against somebody that's a bit bigger that hasn't invested as much. If you come across two Titan accounts that are both heavily invested in Datacrons, it's an efficiency battle. That's all it comes down to, guys, is Datacrons will either give you an edge if your opponent isn't as invested, but at the same time, having more of your account at higher relic or having more of your account at relic is always going to be better for you. So quit saving these. I had somebody in our guild turn around and say he had 1.2 million ally points available.
They're so useful.
And I turned around and went, what are you going to use them for? And he went, oh, I buy 3 Datacrons and I buy the Mark II. That's it. That's all he ever spent it on. And it's like, convert it all to Shard Shop. Take advantage.
Absolutely take advantage. Oh my God.
And it's like, that account is now sat at over 100 and something K Shard Shop currency.
I think what it is, is a lot of people, we were talking about this before, they don't realize that there are free utilities out there to convert, though, because it is daunting when you forget and you have 300,000 ally points and you just go, oh crap, like I don't want to sit here all day doing this. I use Hot Utils. It's not free. I don't pay for it, but you were telling me about some free utilities that can also do the same thing.
So you've got the Mandalorian bot. If your guild's got it in there, it can do it for you. So that's exactly the same as Hot Utils. And honestly, I use Hot Utils as well because I swap mods all the time. I stream all the time. I'm always doing more content. Therefore, Hot Utils is just a godsend. But if you are looking for free options, there are free options out there for opening them. Honestly, it's more than worth doing. It's more than worth just opening them. Because if you go from, like, I was sat at 300 and something K when I started, and now I've got 8K Shard Shop currency, I've been buying stuff. I've also taken 3 characters to gear 12 plus this week, where I've battered this every day. It's worth spending it, guys. Honestly, your ally 100%. Points are doing nothing for you sat here.
The only time I think, and it's such a fringe situation, on our Discord we have a creator who he covers the niche of just like very early Datacron testing, and he's in the mid game, and he always buys 1 and takes it to 9, whatever it is, on like the first day. And as a smaller creator and as somebody who doesn't get the attention that maybe you or I or somebody much bigger than us gets, he gets a ton of views and clicks because there's no other information out there. But that is such a fringe case that is like literally dozens of players, not hundreds, not thousands, not indicative of the whole player base.
It's like, in all honesty, I cover a lot of Datacron stuff. You may have seen all the bits that we've done in the past. But the major part of, for me, is I just buy 1. I didn't buy both. And I buy every reset for a couple of days. And it'll be, like, I went into Conquest with 8 Datacrons. Went into what we're meant to use them and gain them in with 8 out of my 30. There isn't much of a case there for, oh yeah, but I did it all through this stuff. And it's like, I really wish, now looking back at that data, I converted it all. I'd have been in a much better place. A hell of a lot better.
For your account. Yeah. But we all live and learn. We've all done silly things.
Yeah, and the best part here is I would have had more Datacrons. Because 1.5 Datacrons per freaking 1, I bought 8 of the bastards.
That can sometimes be the thing. CG can get tricky. and they get a little sneaky sometimes, and that's why the math is so important. Is you have to look at it and go, wait a second, you're trying to won me over somehow.
Yeah. So definitely take away from this video, spend your ally points. Spend them, get rid of them, do whatever you can. If you've got the free tools or you've got the paid for tools, please use them. There is no point in buying these unless you are a fringe case that really, really wants to. Even the very top end guys that have got hundreds of thousands in shard shop currency that are Egnard stage in the game. We were talking just before this. This shop, you could blow through this in a day. What you've got is your stock. So it's worth more having this stock ready to go rather than it sitting in ally points and doing nothing for you. So thank you very much, guys. See you again. Like, share, subscribe. Egnard's details will be in the description. He's over there, not over there. Over there is the wall. But yeah, thank you very much, guys, and we'll talk to you all again soon.